Good morning, everyone. Hello and happy Sunday. Hope that you have already had a good day, and I hope now it will get better if you're joining in with this morning show, Sunday morning. And we have special stuff going on Sunday mornings. So come on in, relax, get comfortable, and let's just find some peace this morning and find some joy in meeting with each other. Let me find where we're streaming so I can let everyone know that we're on. Come on in and let's get your joy going. Good morning, Brenda, my sweet niece. So good to see you, Blue. Thank you for being here, Luann. Good morning, everyone. So let me just get this shared for a moment. Kathleen Caputo, good morning, sweet darling. Thank you all for showing up today. We put it on Enlightened World, and then we're going to get going. There we are. Okay. Well, let's go into our hearts. That's what we do every day. Going into our heart means that we focus. Focus right there where that love is, right in the center of your heart. And then slow down your breathing. Taking that breath in fully and releasing it out fully, slowly, gently. Be gentle with ourselves today. It's that kind of day. So breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in joy and breathe out joy. You give yourself a hug. Love on you. As you're holding yourself, touching your heart, say, I love you. I love you. You are enough. You are worthy. You are amazing. Thank you all for being here. So wonderful to see my family in the morning, and you are my family. So if you haven't reached out and told somebody that we're on, now would be the time to do that. Let them know that we're here with love. Yes, indeed, Kathleen. It's a Sunday with love. And cheers to all of you coming in. I thank you for being here. And Kathy Hand, good morning, just in time to hear our Sunday morning song, Kathy. So let me get that cranked up. And as the song is playing, it's such a beautiful message. I just hope that you'll go into your heart. Just go in and just find that peace that the song talks about. Rosalind, good vibes. Good morning, sweet Rosalind. All right, so let me get the share screen going so that y'all can enjoy this moment of peace. See it? So hang on with me just a moment. Come to the
Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Come to the water where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe, the freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life, where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference, where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace. Come to the water. I love that song. I love the message. And thank you all. Stacy, thank you for being here. Charlie, Linda, Isabel, Erica. Thank you all for being here this morning. Luann, my sweet one. Thank you for coming in. Oh my goodness. It's like it's the morning after. We had the Florida get together yesterday, and I think it was so amazingly beautiful and so uplifting. And this is the morning after when I realized that it happened, and just going to carry that energy and that meeting in my heart, because there's nothing like that when you have a spiritual family and you're gathering together. And well, you all that went to the retreat understand the power of that energy and how beautiful it is. And where's our Ricky and Josie this morning? I haven't seen them. So perhaps they had a little too much party when we got together. And Blue says, extra prayers for my guy Dave today. This is his 5th week working 7 days a week. For grace and all unfold with ease and grace. Absolutely. Definitely will lift him up. Oh, thank you so much for all of your messages to me yesterday. You know that we have been praying for my brother James for many months. And James got his wings yesterday. So I'd like to read my blog, as I've been doing every morning. And the blog is called Returning to Spirit. At death, you forget all the limitations of the physical body and realize how free you are. For the first few seconds, there is a sense of fear of the unknown, of something unfamiliar to the consciousness. But after that comes a great realization. The soul feels a great sense of relief and freedom. You know that you exist apart from the human body. That's a quote from Paramahansa Yogananda. My sweet brother James went through his death experience today. He had suffered for many years a terrible deterioration of the physical body as he dealt with diabetes and eventually dementia. The last time I saw him, he was having a bad day. He was excited for our visit, so he somehow mustered the strength to sit and talk. He was just a shell of the man I knew as my older brother, who was full of fun and mischief. I just wanted to hold him and take all his pain away. Today, he released all of that, and I feel he returned back to lightness and joy. I'll wait to see if he energetically starts teasing and pranking me again. Dear angels, our bodies come with an expiration date, and I believe that when we shed them, we shed all the pain and turmoil. I trust this is so, as I know my brothers suffered terribly with dis-ease, as do many in their lifetimes. Dear ones, your human experience does come with some suffering, which indeed you leave behind once the body is done. You will have the knowingness of what happened as you return to spirit, but will no longer have the essence of the pain and suffering. The love you return to is so immense and powerful that you immediately know who you are and start to process your experience where you were in the illusion of separation. You can never be totally separate from the divine. You are connected through an energetic cord, much like the physical umbilical cord, which tethered you in your mother's womb. As the physical body falls away, the spirit is then free to return into the womb of the divine oneness. You see, dear ones, there is nothing to fear of death. There is only celebration and joy in your reunion. It is a welcome rest. Take comfort that your loved one is now resting peacefully. Today, I promise to honor my loved one's journey back to the womb of Divine Mother. Yes, it's something we have to deal with in this thing called life, because these bodies don't last. They weren't built that way. So we learn how to adapt, and we learn how to know that that person's still there without their body. And thank you, Isabel. Thank you for the prayers for my family. Hi, Amy Steinrich. So glad you're here. So yes, please keep his family in your prayers, all the siblings, which are my siblings, as well as his own children. And just pray that we can, and his darling wife, so pray that we can all just still hear, feel, and some of us see him with our physical eyes. So I want to see what Kuan Yin has. I like to do this now after I've read the blog message, see what Kuan Yin has to say. And Kuan Yin, oh, thank you, Kathy Hand. Kuan Yin's message is the quickening. The fast track with the Divine Mother moves us rapidly through life's challenges. The road can get a bit bumpy when traveling at her accelerated pace, nor will you often feel that you are in control of the navigation. This is part of the experience when you are to be moved rapidly with divine help. Best to just hold on to her and trust you'll get to where you need to be. So I trust that one line that was in the message from the angels, let me get back to it. There was one line that when they brought that through to type, I just knew that everything was working perfectly. And what it says is, as the physical body falls away, the spirit is then free to return into the womb of the divine oneness, back to the Divine Mother. And I feel Divine Mother all the time. I feel her energy. I know that as we're walking through this human experience, we're not alone. Just like our physical human mother would hold our hand and comfort us when we cried and help us to know that, we have support. It's the same with Divine Mother. We have support. We don't always open to it, but it's there for us. Why don't we open to it? Why don't we say, I know that my mother is right here. I know that she's helping me. I know that she's encouraging me and cheerleading me. Divine Mother is that feminine aspect of God and what's helping us to survive through all of these experiences. Ricky and Josie just showed up. Hi, darlings. It was so good to see you yesterday. Just had a blast having you there. Ricky the pirate, you were kind of a quiet pirate yesterday, so I hope you're feeling okay, and I pray for your physical body all the time, that it gets stronger and stronger every day. Pachetta, thank you for being here. My sister Billy is on with us this morning. Billy, I love you so much. And I'm so happy that you're here this morning to be surrounded by our spiritual family. All of us that are here, you are family. And it really was apparent yesterday when we met together that we were family, that we just had the most beautiful family reunion yesterday as we sat together and loved together and just shared. It was so awesome. If you didn't see the small live video that we did while we were there at the restaurant, please watch it, because everyone had a chance to say hello and say who they were. And I just wish all of you could have been there with us to hear the chatter. Do you remember at the retreat in the mornings when we would wake up and wander into the kitchen and start having our coffee, and some had breakfast there, and the chatter. That was the most beautiful energy when you walk into that room and people are smiling and laughing and just chatting and showing love with each other. Well, that's how it was yesterday as well. So I think that's how it's going to be every time our P family gets together. Every time, whether there's a few of us or there's a big table full like we had yesterday. We had a dozen P's there yesterday that were all just chatting with each other and just loving each other. And it was so fun, so fun. And we had the very best wait staff possible, I think. Our server was just tremendous and just kept us happy. And I loved that. And I think most of us had some cheesecake. It was really, really good. And the best part wasn't the food, although it was delicious. It was the camaraderie and sharing with each other. Kathleen Caputo, good morning. Kathleen says, Billy, you and your family are surrounded by our love and prayers. Thank you, Kathleen. And Blue says, Rutro, quiet pirate means they're thinking. Blue, I think he needed you down at the end of that table to get him laughing and doing what pirates do. Blue says, much love, Billy. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Yes, we most certainly are. And my niece Brenda is here. And she says, hugs and love to both my beautiful aunts. Brenda, I love you so much. Thank you for reaching out yesterday, Brenda. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. And Stacy says, I saw it and wish I was there. Thank you. And thank you for your prayers, Stacy. And Prachetta giving prayers for my dearest, beautiful fairy Teri Ma'am and your family. Thank you. And Erica praying for all. It's interesting when things happen, such as a death in the family. And it's my prayer that it will bring the family closer. We've had a bit of a fractured family for a while, and I'm really hoping that some good will come from this as far as family members maybe speaking to each other again, or just knowing that we're there. We're still there as a biological family. I am so appreciative of my spiritual family for being here and for sharing your love with me, with Billy, with my niece Brenda, my sister Sheila, my brother Gary. Thank you for holding us all up. Prachetta says, kindly tell us something about your brother. I feel he has very soft energy. Yeah, my brother James was, he was fun. He was the fun brother. I mean, we all were fun, but he loved to just tease and pull pranks. I think he got more of the Irish blood. He loved to laugh. He loved to just be around family. And he loved deeply. He's been with his wife their whole life. I don't know the number of years, but I know they've been together since they were young. And one thing I will tell you, as a prank that he used to do for me, he always had a smile. Absolutely, Billy. His smile was so beautiful. So, as you all know about me, I am not a morning person. I'm really not. You seeing me in the morning, that's a real treat, because my sister Billy's on here. She can attest to the fact that Teri likes her sleep in the mornings, which I haven't gotten in a couple of years now. So anyway, when I wouldn't get up, but James was there, and the other family members were all up and drinking coffee or having breakfast or whatever, and I just wanted to sleep. That was what to do. And so many times I would just pull the covers up over my head so I could be invisible, and they would let me sleep. Not James. James decided that Teri needs to be up. And so he would come in with ice cold water. Yes. And he would pour it on my feet. Thank God it wasn't my head, but he would pour it on my feet, so that I had no choice but to get up out of that bed, because then I was freezing, which I don't like to do either. So yeah, he was a prankster. He was fun. He has two sons, Donnie and David. And his wife, Pat, has she also has dementia. So please keep his family in your prayers. That I just know it's going to be so hard, especially on her. So thank you. I know, right, Kathleen? What are brothers for except to pour ice water on your feet when you're just wanting to sleep in? But that's how he was. He was just, just loved life. And he had so many physical challenges. He was a diabetic, and it was really ravaging to his body. So it was not a good quality of life at the end. But he still had his smile. Billy and I went to visit him last year when I was to Kentucky, and that smile was there. That smile was contagious. And even though he was having a bad day, he still sat and talked with us even after he physically got sick while we were there. I think he was just so overexcited to see us. But yeah, that's my brother. And thank you for asking, Prachetta. Thank you for that. So many times we hesitate to ask a family member, to speak about their loved one that just passed. But thank you. I appreciate you doing that. And Blue says, I can see some guy holding his belly from laughing at that story. Yeah. He liked to make us all laugh. And thank you. Thank you. Joanne Castrillo, good morning, sweetie. And Christina, thank you for being here. Leo, oh my God, it was so good to see you, Leo, and to be there with you. Prachetta says, in India, we say that the soul remains for 13 days and visits all blood relations and family members. Well, I believe that, Prachetta. I believe that after a person passes into their spirit, that they do go to the ones they loved, the ones that were there for them in their lifetime, and just give them a little kiss on the forehead and say their goodbyes. So thank you for sharing with us what that tradition is. I appreciate you, Prachetta, sharing so much of the all the traditions and all of the beliefs. And thank you for being there. Catherine Kovacs, thank you for being with us this morning. Oh my goodness, I see so many beautiful names and beautiful love that's being shared this morning. I so appreciate you. See. Oh, I'm so sorry. My sister Billy reminded me that he has 3 sons. And yeah, you're so right. So please keep all of them lifted up and keep, like I said, his dear wife who was with him her whole life. That was really all she knew, was being with him. So let's help her through our love, through our prayers. Kathy Lee Hazel. Do you pronounce it Hazel or Hazel? So blessed. I'm surrounded by so many. Kathy Lee, thank you for being with us this morning on the morning show. I don't think I've seen you on here before, but I appreciate you finding us and coming in to say hello this morning. I got it right. Awesome. Thank you, honey, for being here. My sister Sheila just showed up. Good morning, sweet Sheila and Kevin. I'm glad that you're here. And so much love. Prachetta says, ma'am, Prachir is saying you are a brave girl. We will do special prayers for you today. Thank you, Prachetta and Prachir. Oh, Kathy Lee, you were brought here by our Blue Jean. Oh, thank you, Blue. And thank you, Kathy Lee, for joining in this morning. Yes, isn't she lovely? We all love our Blue Jean. So I'm glad that you are there and that that you have found that wonderful being. So it's like a biological family reunion this morning as well, with sisters and my niece coming in. So thank you for that. Oh, Sunday morning. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. This first day of the week, of the new week. And on Sundays, we set intentions. So what's your intention today? Just reach in there, and the first thought that comes out, what do you want to set for an intention for you, for today, for this week? Is there something special you would like to focus on? I'm going to focus on love, and I'm going to focus on getting myself packed up, because we're going to be heading out of Florida this week and going to see our Stacy before we do head out. Stacy, I'm so excited about stopping in to see you. And I would love to ask for prayers for Florida, because there's another storm system that they say is heading our way. And also for Mexico, because that storm is heading into Mexico over that way. But Jean and I are ready to head out of here. We just have to pay attention to that weather, because I will not put us at risk if the weather is too bad to drive in. We'll just have to stick around for a couple of days, but we'll see what that looks like. I would really love to ask for you all to pray for the very best, and the good experience for us to have as we get in the car and get ready to leave Florida and head toward Texas, where we're going to deliver sweet Jean back to her family and her little doggies. So pray for her. I know it's been an exciting journey for her, but it's also been hard, because she's been away from her husband of 57 years and her sweet puppies that are waiting for her back home. So I appreciate all the prayers. And Blue says Kathleen Lee has known Dave since 76. Wow, that is awesome. We love our Dave, Superman Dave. And yes, we're lifting him up high this week. And Joanne's intention is for a smooth week and for balance. Thank you, Joanne. Ricky, I have to put my Malibu back together after a week of waiting on parts. Yeah, let's see that happening with ease and grace, Ricky. And Prachetta says, we believe that when a soul starts the next journey, Lord Shiva holds the soul and takes it. Prachir and I will do those special mantras for 13 days. Thank you. Thank you, my India family. I love you so very much. And Goofy. And how is our Goofy? I hope that all is well there. And Kathy Lee says, prayers. I hope to see Dave and meet Jean in person. Oh my gosh, you'll be in for a treat when you meet her. Trust me, her hugs are wonderful, and her healing energy is so amazing. Kathy Han, I'm having a difficult morning, asthma, and I'm feeling really off, kind of feverish. Prayers, please. Yeah. So we will lift you up, Kathy Han, and see you in your perfect health. Just claim health. Don't claim a dis-ease. Claim health. And Blue says, I need a hot bath today, this morning, and then a hike. That sounds awesome. I think that will be a wonderful thing for you to do, Blue. Robin's Waters Dykes is here and says, good morning. Robin hopefully will be headed toward Mississippi by the end of next week, or the end of this week. Oh my gosh, it's here. So we'd love to meet you, Robin. Jean and I both would love to see you in person. Let's see if we can make that happen. And Prachetta says, Goopy is in Allahabad with Prachir's girls. He is missing us and we are missing him. Yeah, let's pray for that reunion with Goofy. And Kathy Lee says, together, wellness is possible. It certainly is. There was a blog that I wrote a few days back called Nothing is Impossible, and I fully believe that. Life is full of possibilities. It's how we turn those corners and our perspective and how we look at things that makes it possible. And of course, the guiding hand of our Creator that I call God. Isabel says prayers for all in need, prayers for a higher vibration rising among all people in the world. That's right. And how do we make that happen, Isabel and everyone? We raise our own vibration. We go into our heart and we let our vibration be as high as it can be, because that goes right into the pool of everyone else's vibration and it brings it up. So thank you, Isabel, for that. Charlie Coons, good morning to you. And Robin says, I'm looking forward to meeting y'all. I'll be in the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area. All right, we're going to have to look on the map and see how we can find you, Robin. Yeah. Kathy Lee says, thinking got me illness. I thinking got me illness. We thinking putting God first, wellness. You're so right, Kathy Lee. And that's what we do here as a spiritual family. We all bond together. Kuan Yin says the healing energy is love. And boy, do we have love going on here. And we just love each other every day. And, you know, we have this long list, this prayer list that we have had going now for quite a while. And we lift every name on there every day. So we know, we trust, we believe, we have faith that every one of those names on our list is seen, acknowledged, and answered for the very best and good of all. So, yes, bonding together, where two or more are gathered, our prayers are heard and seen and acknowledged. Lou says, fairies, please manifest a barn fast. They want a unicorn named Pezzy. Okay, let's get that going. Prachetta says prayers for our dearest, beautiful fairy Teri ma'am and her family. May the Lord bless them with courage and peace. Prachira and I love you so much, ma'am. No words to express. Back at you, Prachira and Prachetta. I love you so much. And thank you for being with us this morning. All right, so if you have any prayer requests, just type them in. And if you want them added to our prayer list, just let us know. And we will certainly do that. Our blue gene takes every name that's on our prayer list and brings it to the Reiki grid. And I believe we have a full moon coming up, don't we, Blue? I know that on the full moon, she dismantles that grid and puts it under the full moon so that it can be charged up. I just saw 22 people on. 22 is our magic number. It happens quite a bit here, and it's been a while since I've seen it. So thank you to everyone that showed up. Kathy Lee says, I'm so happy to be here before I leave to be with my new church family here in Maryland. I'm sitting with our godson, looking forward to our week. Awesome. Joanne, loving prayers for you and your family, Teri. Thank you, Joanne. Judy Cole Hipper, thank you for being here and watching this morning. Okay, so if you have any other requests, any loved one that you would like to put in our prayer circle, please do so. And let's go into our hearts this morning. Hi, Liz. Liz Huddleston Bell watching. Thank you for watching. So take a breath in, because the breath is what connects us. That breath going into our heart opens up a space. And in that space, we know that we are spirit, just like what the angels were sharing in that beautiful blog message. We're all spirit. This is just a shell, these human body suits. And at some point, we don't need them anymore. We're done. And we return back to the womb of Divine Mother. I love that. I just love how they shared that. And I hope you'll hold that thought anytime a loved one passes, anytime that you're looking at your own mortality. We all do. So when you do, just remember that message from the angels that our spirit returns back to the womb, just like it came in a womb, into the world physically. Hello, a hug so tight on YouTube. Thank you, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. And Blue's prayer is, Lord, please clothe Teri and Jean on their next part of their journey with your pillar of light, not only for their own protection, but so all who come see them and come in contact with them will be healed and drawn to you. Amen. Ama'ahi ki'ai. It is so. Thank you, Blue. So as we all go into our hearts together, just breathe that light. See the channel of light coming from the divine. See it feeding right into your soul that's inside your body. And just claim your health. Claim goodness and light and all things wonderful and powerful. Life should be fun. Just as I'm remembering my dear brother that loved to have fun and loved to smile. I'm claiming that for myself and for all of us, to have fun, to enjoy this thing called life, to really show up in the world in a good way, where we make an impact on others that will remember that smile, that will remember how we love to have fun. And as we breathe in that light, to think of all of the loved ones that have been brought to us, all of you who said, I care so much about this person, I want our family to care and to lift them up. And we do. We honor that with every name, every place, every animal. So as we bring your loved ones up to God, we just ask that each person be seen and acknowledged and loved on, and those prayers answered for the best and highest good of all. And then we wrap our arms around each other and we just give love, because that's what we do. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. That is the healing. All healing comes from the inside. So as you just focus on that, receive and give. When we give, we get. So if you're giving love, it's going to come right back to you. And please pray for our Auntie Jean as we start that long trek home. And, you know, it's not easy spending hours and hours and hours in a vehicle when you can't move around and shift, and we pack it to the gills. So there's barely room for her in that seat. But just pray that this happens with ease and grace. And thank you, Blue, for that prayer that you did for us. Let's see if Alexa will let go of Leo this morning and play that wonderful song for us. Let me just see if she'll cooperate. Yes.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're families for peace, so I'm in shuffle harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever we thunder, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today is a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always no space in the pot for more love. Take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me a joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me a joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me a joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me joy. Give me cuppa joy. Give me a cuppa joy.
Woo! Thank you. You all have blessed my heart this morning, and I so appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your week. Just enjoy this thing called life. It's way too short not to. So do something fun today. Just honor yourself. Lou's going to go on a hike. What's everybody else doing? Find something that's fun. Go do it. Go be with you on this beautiful, blessed day, and start your week out in the most amazing way that you can by being blessed with fun and blessed by spirit. So stay in your hearts. If you're in your head, you're thinking too much. So stay in your heart and share the love that you have inside of you. I love you. Namaste, y'all.